Hello, my name is Shadley and welcome back for another episode of Victoria 3 as Argentina. So in previous episodes we managed to finally get rid of the slavery, so that is pretty decent for us. The landowners are quite upset about that, to be fair, but I'm sure that they'll eventually get over it. We have managed to increase our GDP. Well, actually the GDP did drop a little bit because of the slavery ban, I reckon, but I'm sure that that will start getting... Actually no, I think it was the lack of fabric there for a little while. That may have been the bigger reason. But anyway, we've got quite a bit of construction work still going. Inefficient agriculture. We'll get some more migration, hopefully. In there, so there's the government administration being built in a few weeks. That's going to give us the bureaucracy back, and we might be able to increase some of the institutions. Well, actually, not right now. Eventually, maybe, but not right now. Oh, there we go. The Catholic Church is starting to get back in line. And we've got the bureaucracy now sorted, so we're still losing a tiny bit of money, but it's manageable. And we did get the paper mill upgrade already by the private sector. Then it's going to be getting a tobacco plantation in the northeastern areas here, Corrientes. And then in another logging camp in our capital, sugar plantation in Mendoza. Well, to be fair, sugar plantation in Mendoza is actually going to be quite handy, although, well, there's infrastructure there actually. And the railway is still hiring people, which... Okay, it's not really profitable. I suppose it's the high price on engines and a few other things that is causing the issues there. But I guess it could be worse. So we're slowly trying to improve our relations with Paraguay, but they do not really want to join into the customs union yet. Our GDP is at least higher than theirs by quite a bit, so that does give it a bit of bonus there. We've still got some ideological differences, and there's not a huge amount of trade between our markets, so there's a little bit limited effects there, but I think at this point there's plenty of clothing available right now, so let's go ahead and start importing some silk, I think, if we can. I don't actually know if we can. We're going to import some from China. It's not a huge amount, mind you, but it's better than nothing. And where do we have just a level 1 textile? That's a level 2. That's a level 2. I don't know if we have a level 1 actually. No, everything's a level 2. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and improve the one in our capital then. Start using some silk for some luxury clothing. We will have a bit of a silk shortage for a little while, but I'm sure that will get sorted out with the trades. Catholic Church would get a bit of a boost there. You know what? Yeah, we'll improve their approval of us a bit further. Scandal in Buenos Aires. Cabral Cruz, that's the industrialist leader, abolitionist. We could lose a lot of legitimacy. I think he needs to step down. He did his main work of banning the slavery, so it's all good. The colonies are increasing. We've got almost 2.4 million population already, so that's definitely good. And most of the population is incorporated, so that's also very nice. We've got... Okay, the GDP is slowly trying to grow. Oh, right, we did have another logging camp being built in the north. Ah, there we go. A bit more authority. And Spirit of Tucumán. A recent flourishing of Argentine nationalist sentiments has given rise to nostalgia for solidarity of the wars of independence. Calls for the restoration of the United Provinces in Rio de la Plata have begun to echo through Argentina. La Plata will be won. Diplomatic incident, Brazil giving 9 infamy to Argentina, reducing relations with 12 countries. Argentina gets claim to La Plata for 9 years. And gains claim on Jujuy and Baja Paraguay. Jujuy and Paraguay. Or our neighbours have already chosen self-determination. We'll take that one. Just so that we can get a little bit more areas. Oh, a nation of our own. Pleasure of a nation's independence from Spain has spurred the beginnings of a development nation or national identity. Conflicts have begun between a vision of a unique and independent Argentina and the dream of indivisible Latin America. Now, Hamlet takes another step towards freedom. Palatinian pops in Argentina become more loyalist. Oh, we are but one nation amongst many. Yeah, we'll take the loyalist. I think that's going to be the best. So, the Argentina nation. Right, so there's going to be some events happening for that, I reckon. And then we'll become Argentinian. So, that one we can't... Oh, right, okay, we need to form up the thing if we want to. How much do we need for the... We already got 7 out of the 12. Now, we would still have... Well, I suppose Guarani is going to be... No, Guarani is actually not one of them. Patagonia is another one that we are colonizing right now. I guess there's the Right, so we'd have to fight against Peru Bolivia to get some of that. Or, well, Alto Paraguay... Actually, no, Alto Paraguay is... So that's 2 states, so we just have to get 1 state somewhere. Either from Paraguay? To be fair, I don't think they would become a vassal on their own initiative. So I don't know if I can get that one in. I don't know if we'll actually be able to form this. Ooh, Greek mass immigration. Corrientes. Oh, brilliant. We do need some people moving in here, and that is going to be a huge boost of population. Oh, wow. Brexit offers 700, or almost 700,000 increase here. Yeah, no, that's going to be good for the productions there. Might even allow us to get some urban centers in here, finally. But yeah, I'll take a huge boost in population, sure. Yeah, it's already 2.5 million. Yeah, no, that is increasing. We're getting a sugar plantation in Mendoza, and now we're getting the naval base in Buenos Aires. Just to get a little bit more ships. And the GDP is, I think it might start increasing soon. But getting another flotilla in here will definitely allow us to get some more stuff. Oh, and we're getting the munitions plantation. No, not plantation. Soon we're getting another two tooling workshops and a dye plantation by the private sector. The munitions plant and the cotton plantation underway from the public sector. I think, what do we need else? Silk, of course, we're buying some of it. We are going to get the ammunition done soon. Maybe another level for the engine production wouldn't be bad one either. Although it says that isn't... Oh, right, there's a huge demand on coal. And I suppose in here we can get some more coal mines. Go ahead and give that another level. There we go, that is at least improving. Now we've got 5.7 million GDP already, so we are about as far as we were before we had the drop there. And I think with the increase in population, especially in Corrientes, because that has a huge amount of jobs, or had quite a bit of jobs available. Right now it's a bit less perhaps, but I'm sure that there's going to be plenty available overall. So that is going to allow us to get a lot more GDP out of this state alone. It's already, oh yeah, 800,000. So that is pretty decent. Agitated appeared, colonial exploitation. Oh, okay. So Tucumán still has a bit of issues with the standard of living in here. I'm hoping that we can improve the situation a bit further. Although I'm not entirely sure that we can. I suppose one of the things that we could do in here, there's not necessarily enough population to run everything. The local prices, if you look, a lot of things are very expensive, including coal, engines, ammunition. Even the grain price is a bit high. So I was thinking that maybe we could get a, I don't know, like a base farm or something in here. It'll be a little bit difficult to get it done there, but I'm sure that that will help a bit further in some of the text there. So what are we getting? Speaking of text, so some of the standard of living and all that, rather, where the Tucumán situation. So the reinforced concrete will be done very shortly. Oh, we're getting quinine. Actually, that is something that we do want to get. And then maybe we can help get a little bit more of the naval stuff over there. And then after that, I don't know what we're going to be getting here, but I'm sure that there's going to be plenty of production tech still. But at least the techs are spreading fairly nicely, so that is actually pretty good progress overall. I don't think we'll be able to get all the techs unless we start building a whole lot more universities. To be fair, we probably could build a few more. I'll get another one in our capital at least. Because there's a huge amount of industries in there. I suppose another thing that we could do, there's starting to be quite a bit of people in Corrientes, so we get a university there. And then we could maybe get some... Actually, what would we need? Food industry could be quite handy in here. On the other hand, there's probably a lot of other things, like a textile mill wouldn't be too bad. Ooh, there we go. Reinforced concrete. So that does, or should increase the extra production or construction speed that we get. Yeah, there we go. It's 33% now. Or 33 units total now, so that's good. I don't know. No, it's not going to go much higher than that. But anyway, we got a bit of production in here. It's still about 30 weeks on the munitions plant. But that is at least underway. We're also getting the tooling workshop, but another upgrade. So we'll be producing a lot of tools. How are we doing with the trades? That one's not really profitable anymore. And this might not be profitable for much longer either. You know, we'll cancel both of those. So that makes the textile mill over here be a bit more profitable. We will need a bit more silk, though, and it's going to be quite expensive. I think... Oh, and we have a bit of bureaucracy issue here. Is there a reason for that? I suppose... Oh, the population's increased so much, hasn't it? Yeah, no, that's the problem. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get a... I think we'll just get another government administration in our capital. And we will actually go ahead and raise that a bit higher before the cotton plantation. Because the fabric situation is still a fairly high demand in there, but it's not as bad as it used to be. There is quite a bit of demand for tools, and still some demand for grain as well. But I think we might want to increase our military size at some point in the not-too-distant future as well. Let's actually go ahead and have a look at the military in here. So we'll go ahead and get another 2 skirmish infantry. Maybe we can get 2 in Corrientes now, providing a bit more jobs there. Because that has been increasing in population. Then we'll get maybe another 2 in Buenos Aires. And then I think what we'll do, so that'll get us to 14 infantry. And we'll get 1 extra artillery and 1 extra cavalry. That's a decent increase in the military, but that, well, I say decent. It's going to get us to 20 battalions, which is still a fairly small army, all things considered. But at least it will give us a bit more prestige. We're already number 23 in the Great Powers list, which does mean that we're still very much a minor power, but we're growing up in there. And if we do have a look at the prestige, well, I suppose we are looking at the prestige right now, so we are still behind Peru, Bolivia, and Brazil both. But at least we can see them now fairly easily there. It's not too far ahead anymore. Although the amount of prestige that they have more than us is still fairly high. But there we go. We've got 3 million pops, so that is actually increasing the colonization speed even further, maybe. Actually, I don't know if it's going to have that much of an impact right now. But regardless, we are colonizing down south and up north. And I'm pretty sure that Alta Paraguay is going to be pretty much only our state here. That'll be quite nice. Tooling workshop will be done soon, and the munition plant is also hopefully done soon. Oh, right, so the dye plantation in Cordoba is underway now. So there's gonna be a whole lot of tooling workshops that will be done in our nation. But oh wow, how is the population chart now? So there is 21% of our population is Greek. Right, okay. So there's a huge... Oh, did they... Ottomans... Oh, well, no, they didn't annex Greece. But they... Well, I suppose they might be causing a bit of issues for the local population there. So they're just deciding to go for greener pastures, if you will. But there we go. We've got 6.2 million GDP. How about Paraguay? Are you willing to join into the customs yet? No, actually, even less now. I suppose their own GDP has grown a bit further. So that is causing a bit of issue there. We also need a whole lot more bureaucracy. My goodness, that is actually a lot of tax waste happening now. Well, it's about 2,500. Oh, and... Oh, deployment size would create jing loss. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess we won't be doing that trade. And we'll start importing from elsewhere. We can actually import quite a bit from Spain. Sure, we'll do that. But that will be at least helping a little bit with the luxury clothing. And hopefully... Well, actually, the luxury clothing price is quite a bit reduced now. I suppose that might help a little bit with the standard of living. At least some people, not necessarily all of them. But there we go, we've got 6.2 million GDP. We definitely need to get the bureaucracy up and running. But the population's just been exploding a bit in here, let's put it that way. There we go, that's another piece in the north gained. The Argentinian nation. So we'll go Argentina, so I think that might prevent us from forming the Rio de la Plata then. But that's honestly alright, I mean... We've still got quite a bit of areas over here to add into the market, one way or the other. We do need to still get a lot of prestige, but I think if we can get Paraguay, New Granada, Venezuela into the market, that would already be, and then of course do the colonizations in here. That would probably be about 50% of the states in, well, not including these three, I suppose, but it might be close to 50% of the South America area, and maybe eventually we can get Peru, Bolivia to join in our market as well. And then Brazil would be the only one out. Right, we got the construction. It's the explosive factory. It's still not in high demand, but we did get the munitions plant done at least. And that will be providing at least some ammunition, making the things a bit cheaper. Do a promotion. Sure. Landowners will be a bit happy about that. So are we still importing? No, we are not importing any munitions. We could end the trade for lead from Britain. There's still a huge demand for silk and pretty high demand on coal and ammunition demand. I mean, that's probably going to get fixed over time. Right now, it's just not huge profitability in here. So they won't be producing too much, but I'm sure that will get sorted out eventually. So how are we doing on the research? We're getting the Quinn in soon. Then it's going to be helping with the Jean Nicole. And then in production, what are we getting there? Open heart process. Actually, that's not a bad one. That will allow us to get more steel. So we'll get that sorted. And after that, we could maybe do another society check or something. To be fair, there's not necessarily going to be a huge amount of options available. There's the joint stock companies, which will allow us to find another company, or the organized sport, which gives us more prestige. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. But we'll see what is starting to spread automatically there, and we'll just pile up on that one. Oh, right. And colonial exploitation. There is a bit of support for it, but I don't really think we need that one. I don't suppose there's any other... Well, I suppose there's the social security. Poor laws could be kind of helpful, maybe. At least would allow the standard of living to be a bit higher, but again, it's not hugely required. We could go with... No, we don't really want to go for the laissez-faire yet. Can't really do anything there. No better taxation. The homesteading law, I mean, that would radicalize the landowner still pretty badly, so we don't necessarily want to go for that one. Commercialized agriculture would be possible, but there is no... we don't have mutual funds yet. So we can't do that one. Right, just 2 more weeks with the quinine, and then that's going to allow us to... Oh, well, if we had the bureaucracy, to be fair. Since the population has increased so much, the amount of... Oh, yeah, it's 32 per level of institution now. Right, we could potentially just reduce the law enforcement a little bit, but I'd rather not do that. We've got 500,000... Over 500,000 loyalists now. So that's actually a pretty decent ratio between the loyalists and the radicals. And there's quinine. So that will allow us to do colonization a bit faster. We could maybe even start colonizing a little bit in Africa. I don't know if it would be a wise idea to do so. Also, I don't think we have the interest to... No, we don't have any interest to spare yet for that. There's a bit more colonization going in the south. We did get the bureaucracy at least somewhat fixed, so now we're getting some money. I think we might need a bit more than that, though. I'm actually going to go ahead and build a government administration over here in Corrientes, because that one's got a huge amount of population. Some of them are now moving away from there, possibly into a capital or other areas in the market, most likely. There we go. The naval training law is not that far off. And the colonization going further south is also progressing quite nicely. Oh, there we go. We're getting this small corridor over here that we left. Then there's another corridor over there that we left behind. It's only £30,000 of GDP over here. It's only got 1 logging camp right now, and it's not a huge amount of activity there yet. There's not a lot of peasants available for it, to be fair, either, so there's no point in increasing productions there. We're getting another cotton plantation. Oh, right, that is the cotton plantation that we are building in here for Chaco. So that will get sorted out. That's still 6 to 10 weeks for the tech. Oh, there's an election happening. Oh, a National Civic Union seems to be... Oh, hold on a minute. Okay. So I guess one of the parties has... Oh, yeah, some of... National Autonomous Party. Oh, okay. Interesting. So that's going to be a huge... party with the industrialists. So I think the Civic Union might have to step down if it loses, but I think that actually the Civic Union is currently leading the polls. Oh, a lot of the people that we're getting right now don't have literacy or aren't literate, so actually the literacy rate is dropping, especially in Corrientes and Chaco. It seems to be pretty bad. Have we gotten a lot of Greek in here? Oh yeah, 65% of the state is Greek. Alright then. I don't suppose there's anything that we can do about the cultural exclusion. We could try passing that, but I think we'll... Actually, yeah, we can start passing that. We'll do that. It might reduce the amount of brokers or authority we have. Actually, we've got a pretty good amount still. There we go, there's the training laws. And Man of War's input goods shortage. Ah, right, so we've still got the military ship part of our own here, but I suppose someone else that was producing them or something is no longer producing, I guess. They're getting their techs done, but let's go ahead and improve our naval training. A bit more officers. That'll probably help. Coal mine in Mendoza underway, so that's good. Another tooling workshop underway as well. We do have quite a bit of authority right now. So let's go ahead and put in a bit of consumption tax, maybe. Porcelain, for example. Get a bit more money, so we'll accumulate a bit. Because we only got our cash reserves of 300,000, which is still okay, but it could be better. So we'll just gather a bit of money. We're not going to increase the taxes, or the base tax any further right now. So Paraguay, you've got a lot of industries in here, but you're not really making a lot of money. And you do not want to join the customs union. Alright then, well, we'll just envelop you over there otherwise then. Democratic Solidarity. We'll mention to the National Civic Union. Sure. We don't necessarily need to have the rule folk be any stronger than they are. I mean, it won't perhaps hurt, but right now, I think the rule folk are actually the stronger one of the two. But hopefully we can pass the cultural exclusion, so that might reduce the discrimination a little bit further. So if we have a look, quite a few of them are currently being discriminated, although the Krieg are not, interestingly enough. And Patagonia and some of the others over here are being discriminated, which is probably not helping the situation. Afrocarbon, Carbeno, customers not wanted. Just discriminations unacceptable. And scandal in Buenos Aires. Who is this one? Pedro Baez. You're the leader of the industrialists. We're going to try to cover up the story. No, he's just going to have to resign. There we go. We've got 35% chance of passing the law, actually. And the elections are going to be over right about now. Oh, wow. They got almost all of the votes. Well, I suppose most of the other groups weren't active in there. So we'll just go ahead and put in 100% legitimacy. So now we've got a massive party in the opposition here. Alright then. Well, it'll do. Oh, now we're down to 16% chance of passing the cultural exclusion. That's less than ideal. That might just be some of the bad... oh yeah, we got the minus 10% there. And that's only intelligentsia supporting it. So I guess that makes sense. We've still got a bit of authority that we could be utilizing. I suppose at this point, I think we might want to put in the decree for resource industry in Mendoza again. Just to get the extra coal and sulfur from there. But especially the coal, that's the primary thing that we're wanting from there. So we're definitely getting a bit stronger in here. Let's have a look at the diplomacy. So who could we improve relations with? We'll improve relations with France and New Granada. Speaking of which, New Granada, are you anywhere close to... No, you don't want to join into the customs right now. Alright then. You still got slavery there as well. What about Paraguay? Do you have slavery? I don't think so, no. Actually, I don't know. Well, we got a defensive back with them. I suppose Paraguay would be one of those nations that we probably could conquer. Of course, they only got 6 battalions, actually. And 13 reserves. We've got 14 right now. Once we've gotten the increase in military size here, eventually, probably in a few years, then we'll probably be ready to do maybe a bit of fighting. But if Brazil is joining in on that one, that's going to be a problem. Bureaucracy imbroglio. We'll take the bureaucracy hit there. We'll still be getting money, regardless, so it's not the worst, and at the same time, it's only the enactment time. Oh, language in classrooms. We might want to get some more assimilation. It means a bit more radicals, perhaps, but it's alright. We'll sort that out eventually. So, right now, of the population... Actually, it's probably easy to have a look from here. So, Palatinans make 52% of our population. Greek make 21%. And this one's the primary culture of ours. Then there's the Greeks, which I suppose they've got European heritage, so they are not discriminated against. There's even some North Germans in here, but they don't make a huge portion of the population, perhaps. 125,000. I mean, okay, it's a decent bit. Alright, we're getting the maize farms in Tucumán. Just to get a little bit of farming going in here to reduce the food price, and thus maybe... I mean, it's not too bad of a price yet, but just providing a bit more jobs in there. Maybe there's going to be more people moving in. Plenty of transportation available. So what about the maize farm? Is that's... I suppose the orchards will probably be fine, yeah. We're not building anything Corrientes yet, and the private sector isn't doing anything on that one either. Looks like we might have a bit of a lack of production for the military shipbuilding. I mean, it's just not really profitable right now, is the problem. How about we subsidize it? It wouldn't be making a profit right now, but it might not be making profit forever. But it's just, you know, if we can at least keep a bit of extra production in there, that'll probably help. Oh, there we go. We've got a bit more colonies going both north and south. How are we getting 0.82? Okay. Backroom dealings exposed. Minus 15% chance, minus 10% chance, or we'll take a setback but we'll get plus 10. Or minus 10% time. Okay. I guess we'll take the setback right now. At least we don't lose the chances of passing it too much. But there we go, 6.7 million GDP. We're on number 33 worldwide. We've got 108 prestige, so we're still pretty far behind Brazil and Peru-Bolivia. But of course our GDP is probably going to be growing quite a bit with all these tooling workshops and such. How are we doing on the trade routes? So we've still got the... Actually, oh, that's exporting. Okay, well that's not really worthwhile then. We'll stop that one. So we only got 5 sell orders for the man of wars. There's 9 buy orders, to be fair. We still need a decent bit more... Oh, agitation appears for colonial exploitation. Alright then. They really want me to take that one, don't they? We've got a whole lot of journal entries in here. And central archives... right, we need to get a level 10 government administration. And, oh, we don't have... Oh, hold on a minute. Not all of those government administration buildings have... no, they do actually have standardized filing cabinet. Never mind. So that's not the problem then. Alright then. And we've maxed out relations with New Granada again. Don't suppose they are still anywhere... No, they're really not anywhere close. Oh, are they? They are minor... No, they are minor power, so are we. Okay, so if we were to get a bit higher rank there, that might help. Getting now another university in Buenos Aires. And Bolivia is starting to colonize over here. Okay. Now, how much of an army do they have? 65%. We need to increase ours a lot. Thieves and liars. We lose a bit of authority, we'll get 15% success chance. Yeah, we'll take that one. We're getting a dye plantation in Santa Fe. Oh, it's also getting a tooling workshop later on. I suppose there is the furniture workshop, which will use a bit of tools, so having a bit of extra production there probably won't hurt. Open heart process is going to be opening up, or be done soon. What are we getting in the military? Repeaters, okay. That would allow us to get even more small arms production. Or we can go for the organized sports, that is spreading already, so we'll go for that one. And then after that, well, I don't know if we need to repeaters right now, quite frankly. So we might go back for production for a little bit, just to help increase our GDP a bit further. I think we need to get at least to like 10 million before we can even dream of getting Paraguay into our market. Even then, it might not be possible. Oh, actually, we could invite them to Customs Union now, which is an obligation for them. There we go. So now we've got, what, 5 nations? Yeah, we've got 5 nations in our market now. There's slowly colonizing in here. So how quickly is Bolivia colonizing? They got a bit higher speed than we do, but we've taken the majority of, about half the state already. So that's at least a bit of a saving grace there. And looks like Chile is slowly getting done on the colony here in the south. Ooh, gold discovered in Chile, okay. Oh, it is the province over here, okay. Or state over here. Yeah, there's 2 gold fields now. Actually, that reminds me, we could get another gold mine over here as well. Get that underway. There's quite a bit of construction work to be done, to be fair. But we'll get the universities, we'll get the barracks, and then we'll get the government administration, and then we can get some more buildings that will increase our economy, or improve our economy. In the meanwhile, there's tooling workshops, tobacco plantation, and a coal mine being built by the public sector. We might want to go ahead and... Oh, dissenters break rank. Okay, that's bad. We can take a bit more expenses, I suppose. Yeah, we'll take a bit of expenses. And it's only 22% chance, so we might not even pass the cultural exclusion laws yet. Which is a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Oh, there we go, open heart process. So let's have a look at the production in here. So that would be steel mill. There we go. So it's a bit more iron, but a lot more steel. Iron price will go up, but steel price will go down. We're using steel on a lot of things already, so that might still be quite handy. How's the... Okay, the textile mill over here is producing a lot of luxury clothing, but I don't think we need that much more luxury clothing in our market yet. But at least we have luxury clothing available now, so that is definitely improving our situation a decent bit. So if we have a look at the market now, I'm still the leader of the market because I've got a good 64% of the market. Oh, who did we lose? Oh, we lost Ecuador, okay. Ah, that's why we had the drop in there. So it's Ecuador, that's part of New Granada market. Oh, okay. Well, I suppose that makes kind of more sense, the land border and all that. So we've got 4 nations in our market then. And we're colonizing a bit further in here. So we probably do need to start increasing our military quite a bit to start doing a bit of fighting at some point. Maybe get a bit of land from Peru, Bolivia, or Brazil, or both. And start making a bit more... Or conquer a bit more lands. To make sure that at least those areas are going to be part of the markets, and then eventually we can maybe convince Venezuela and a few of the others to join in again. Yeah, New Granada doesn't want to, and we can't change Ecuador to our customs. Because we're not adjacent to them and all that. Ah, we did get the university. Oh, and the law is finally progressing. Okay, we've got over 60 innovation now, so organized sport will be done fairly quickly. What are we spreading in the production now? It is getting vacuum canning. Okay, that would require some oil to actually work, right? So that's not really something we have a lot. What about in the military? I suppose we could get the repeaters real quick after the organized sport. And then maybe we can help with the vacuum canning. So at least we still got a fairly good litter rate. I don't think the population growth has slowed down a little bit. I mean, it's still growing fairly quickly, but it's not quite as massive as it used to be. But I do see that we are actually out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, get the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.